Well, hello everybody. This is going to be the first trial of the current name Hit Chat Chit Chat podcast. I'm your host, Connor Reynolds. Here by my side is my co-host, Pat.
How's it going, everybody?
So we are here at Hit Dingers Baseball Academy, located in Arvada, Colorado, 8270 West 80th Avenue, 80005. We're testing out the waters. We're trying out. We wanted to kind of expand. I elaborated a little bit on a post I had a couple nights ago that kind of want to just expand the platforms that I'm on, and being here kind of eliminates a little bit of the unsureness and of schedule, facilities, stuff like that. And now that we kind of have a little bit of a home schedule, a little bit more consistent, really want to be able to give former players, former coaches, current coaches, almost anybody really that has a platform and a voice that can help out the viewers, you guys back home. So right now we're operating. I have 97 followers on Twitch. Really appreciate all of you guys, and so hopefully those who follow or subscribe, we can help you out on your journey to become the player you want to be, or the coach you want to be, or even if you're just the parent that you want to become. And that's what we're kind of hoping for this podcast to be. What do you think, Pat?
Yeah, that sounds good. Hopefully you guys learned something, and hopefully we can get more and more people on, and we can all learn something. So looking forward to it.
Right now we're just kind of going to lay out a little bit like about me's, kind of give you guys a reason and tell you guys why we think we deserve this platform. Hello and welcome to Hit Chat Chit Chat. My name's Connor Reynolds. On today's podcast, we are actually going to be going over, so just going to talk about hitting, how much can go forward. I absolutely love the swing being compared to a cattle, scapular muscle. And what I'm going to look to try and do throughout the entire swing is build that tension. If you are a coach that is unwilling to ask why and the how of how to do something, and you are doing a disservice to your players, my goal is to try and make every single kid a Ken Griffey. Strider is here. The reason I like the cricket bat is it's flat. Thank you for the sub, my guy. I really appreciate it. What else do we got for the folks? There we go. We should be live. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Do your about me.
Alright, so I guess a little bit about me is I started my career at Cherry Creek High School for the notorious Mark Johnson. By far one of the smartest baseball minds I've ever been around. After that, I continued my playing career at an NAIA school, Hastings, Nebraska, Hastings College. And then after that, I became a pitching coach at East High School for a year before moving on and going to North Glen High School. I have been there for about 3-4 years. Also, I am coaching a USA Prime club team. I have coached those guys since they were freshmen, all the way up till now. I have about 10 guys that have signed either JUCO or elsewhere, so pretty pumped about that. Along with Coach Johnson, I have been very blessed with some other I have been blessed to play for some of the biggest baseball minds that, in my opinion, there are. One, last I checked, was a Arizona Diamondbacks scout team coach, and a few others that have carved a path for me to get where I am. Definitely gonna have to edit.
Definitely gonna have to edit? No worries. Sorry about that. We were currently experiencing a little rain leaks with the snow melting like crazy right now. Our roof is not able to handle it. But So you kind of went through your little bit about me.
Yeah.
All right, baby.
Yeah.
Well,
Talked about my days at Creek and then off to Hastings and a couple of coaching backgrounds, and here we are.
Oh, baby. You talk about Jay?
We did. Well, not yet. We thought we were going to dive more into that later.
Oh, baby. Well, this man was coached by possibly the greatest Colorado high school baseball coach of all time, a gentleman named Mark Johnson, who's been in the league forever.
Yeah.
70s? Is that when he?
Probably before that.
Probably before the 70s?
Yeah, because he coached soccer too and won
What?
soccer titles. Yeah. It's crazy.
Man, that man's insane. I actually I played for Coach Johnson too
For
a
summer
tournament.
league?
Yeah, I went down. He always had a team in the Connie Mac regionals, always, because he runs that helps out with the Cherry Creek Classic, which has a bid. And he actually invited me to come out with him. So I had a great time out there with the Creek boys. Had an absolute blast. We played at in Enid, Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yeah, way out there, dude. It was like a small-ass town, everything like that. And then just had like a jumbotron and like a full-fledged field and everything like that, dude. Like the whole kit. And just this little old Enid town, bro. It was awesome. I had an absolute blast. That dude is full of baseball knowledge. And it seems like he's always... the people that he has as his assistants, it's almost like a Alabama type system where I feel like every 4 or 5 years he has to do a whole new hiring process just because his assistants get picked up or something like that.
Some of them do, yeah. Some of them do. Others just stay because they know that they'll have success there. Like there's still coaches there that coached me when I was a freshman there.
JD?
JD, yep. And then Weisberg, he actually got my career boosted and taken to the next level. Kind of started that, at least mentally, it was. So I don't think a lot of people know that this game's actually more mental than physical. And that's coming from a guy who had Tommy John his junior year of high school. And did all the physical part, worked my balls off to get back to actually being one of the best pitchers on the team, leading my senior year to state championship game. The easy part was the physical part. The mental part really sucks because there are days where you just get absolutely rocked. Just like at the plate, you feel like the ball's a beach ball, and you can go 5 for 5, hit 2 home runs, and be on your merry little way. So like that, for pitching, you get worked. We were playing Rocky Mountain, and this was the time they had Marco Gonzalez.
Yeah.
So back when every single team they had was just stacked with kids. And I was told that I was getting the start, and so we go, and I'm warming up. I'm getting super hyped. I probably let in 8 runs the first inning. And then it just keeps on getting worse from there. Takes me out. I'm sitting on the bench, and he probably gets 2 inches away from my face. Now, this guy coached me in football. He's a big, big boy. He's probably 5'10". At the time, he was probably, 300, at least it seemed like it. Big boy. And 2 inches away from my face, and just goes, "You princess, you think you're better than everybody else," all this other stuff. And kind of calls me out for pouting and being in my own head. And then from that point on, it was like, hey, I can't control what just happened to me. I mean, I can to a point, but you're going to get hit. You're going to feel days where, you just don't have your best stuff. And against some teams, you need that. And from that point on, I didn't care if I got hit. I just didn't want them to score. which is a complete different mentality, I think, than what some people are worried about, especially nowadays with the analytics and all those different stats that come into play when you're getting evaluated for the next stage in your playing career.
The mental side, man. It's huge.
Yeah, it is. There's a great quote by Yogi Berra where it says 90% of this game is physical or something like that, and the other half is mental, and it's crazy how true that statement is. Because I mean, really, one of the big things, what it comes down to, is that confidence. If you have confidence, then you feel almost invisible. Like there's a time in high school where I was feeling so confident. I was with all my boys around the lunch table, and Bryce Harper got brought up. And Bryce Harper and us were the same age. Everybody knows his story. He's a big superstar. Skipped his senior year to go play JUCO, try to get drafted, whatever. But
Try to get drafted. He goes number 1.
Yeah.
It's a 17-year-old.
So anyways, everybody knows the story, right? And so we were sitting around talking, and they brought up how good he was at hitting, and I just wasn't having it. I was like, no, he's not gonna get a hit off me. If I ever face him, he's not gonna get a hit off me. And I actually had a buddy who played him in Little League, and my buddy shut him down. And so this is all like right when you're first like having kid pitches and stuff. My buddy got him out, so I was like, I'm a better pitcher than him. So yeah, I like
obviously.
My chances. That's how it works, right?
I love it, man. I love it. And then just kind of like what you were saying, kind of touching about just like perspective on like the mental half, man. I kind of went through some fair shares too. Speaking, you had Tommy John. I actually had Tommy John as well on my non-throwing arm.
How?
Yeah. So a little about me. I'm a hitting, and I actually call myself more of a movement coach. I'm kind of trying to get rid of the hitting aspect, I think. I don't know. I'm toying with stuff. Sometimes I just like to be different, so maybe we'll stick with the movement coach. I don't know. But I do hitting, mental side approach to the box, and infield. And graduated from Brighton High School here in Colorado in 2015. Played for what I believe to be some great coaches. And the Coaches Hall of Fame would seem to agree, as Coach White from Thunder Ridge. I played for him. John White played for Scott Bullock out in Rocky Mountain. Played for Mark Johnson with Cherry Creek. Played for Steve Eaton, that's bounced around so many different places, and a few others, man. And so I've been very blessed and very lucky to kind of growing up being around the game and kind of seeing how it's supposed to be done versus people trying to copy the people that I just mentioned. I got it straight from the source, and so I think I was very blessed, very lucky. I was able to kind of take away a lot. Out of high school, I actually was really focused on committing before my senior year. I did not know that the global pandemic and recruiting shutdowns was possible at that time, but looking back, if that would have happened my senior year, I was actually going to be okay. It was a main goal of mine to try and get committed, verbally committed before my senior year started, and I was lucky enough to have that done. Was committed to University of Northern Colorado, a Division I out here in Colorado. Went there, was there for a semester, a little quick cup of coffee. Then ended up transferring to Garden City Community College in Kansas. Played out there for about a year and a half. Chris Finnegan's the head coach there. Dude is been at Garden City forever. He started coaching there. I think he was 26. Was the assistant coach for like 2 years, and then has been the head guy there ever since. He's gotten many Division I offers, many Division II offers, and has actually turned them all down. Just because he loves where he's at, and he's doing such an amazing job with the types of players that he's bringing in, and how he's been able to kind of create that program that he has with the staff that he has. Finished up out there, went out and played in Canada for a summer with the Regina Red Sox out in the Wimble League. And that's where we actually get to my Tommy John story. So I was playing first base out there. We were, I think it was like the 7th or 8th inning. Runner on second base. It was the last game of the regular season. We were playing Weyburn. No. I take that back. We were playing the 57ers, which sounds really weird.
Okay.
57ers. One of my high school buddies was actually playing on the team as well, on the other team. And we were playing late 7th, 8th inning. I'm playing first base, runner on second. We're up by 1. Kid lays down a bunt. Pitcher goes, picks it up, throws it up the line.
Oh.
So, yeah, you see where this is going.
Yeah.
Throws it up the line, and my first thought was ball security. Got to make sure that we protect the ball, right? So I come off the bag, and I wanted to try and reach around the runner, so that way I was trying to forgive the out, because we're not going to get this out. But I was mostly scared about that runner on second. I did not want him to score. So I try and reach around the runner's head, end up clipping the guy's face. He keeps running. My arm rips back. I actually continue to go clockwise as my arm goes counterclockwise, right?
Okay.
Long story short, after 2.5, 3 months of me trying to figure out what was wrong, because we didn't believe that it was a ligament, the athletic trainer when we were out there told me it was just a dislocation and that I just need to keep giving it time because everything's spread out.
Mm-hmm.
So that happens. I go to the ER. They tell me no free insurance for Americans, which I thought was absolute dog water. I was so upset, dude. I was like, all right, I'm going to stroll right down into this ER. And they go, that's going to be $2,000. They said, what about Canada's healthcare? They said, you're an American.
Yeah.
So get that done. End up dislocating my elbow, completely tearing the UCL, tearing some of my forearm. And yeah, so that happened. Tried rehabbing. I only ended up playing for 1 more year out in Oklahoma after that happened. And came home, started doing some lessons out of my garage. And then got hooked up with Bardo's down in Parker, Colorado. Worked out with at Bardo's. Had a lot of great coaches there to kind of help lead me to the right direction as being a younger coach. And yeah, man, now I'm here. Kind of been bouncing around a little bit. And been coaching since, 2018. So this is going to be my 3rd full year coaching. And I love it, dude. I really do. Just the absolute grind of never being satisfied. I kind of had it in baseball when I was playing, but I was very lazy. Very lazy. And so the physical limits I kind of would reach. And my mental side would never stop, though.
Yeah.
And now, being done with the physical side of it and being a coach, dude, I just think about baseball all day.
Going from playing to coaching, it's kind of like a new spark, right? Like, I remember last game I ever played collegiately, and I was sitting on the bus, and I mean, I was done. I was a senior, so it was going to end. But like, I texted my buddies in high school. I was like, hey, guys, like, I'm hanging it up. Like, I could have done a medical red shirt in college because I had some shoulder problems and an ankle, torn tendon, whatever. But, yeah, I texted my buddies. I was like, hey, like, I'm like, just physically wasn't there. Mentally, just wasn't there at all either. So after sitting on the bus and then taking off the cleats and the jersey for the last time, I honestly didn't want anything to do with baseball. Didn't want to be around it. Probably like most normal people, I thought baseball was the most boring game in the world. But then, I got a call and got asked to be a pitching coach. And I was like, yeah, I think it's about time for me to get back into the game and kind of help future generations continue on a game that gave me so much. And so took the job, and it's a different thrill than playing, but I almost enjoy it way better than playing.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was your first gig at? Pitching gig?
East High School.
Okay.
Yeah.
With Coach Mann or with AJ?
No. So with Travis, actually. Travis Smith, who's another hitting guy here. Not here, but in Colorado.
I know he was a head guy over there.
Yeah, the head JV guy.
Oh, okay.
The head JV
okay,
guy.
I got you.
Yeah. Because Mann was the varsity assistant. Pierrette was actually over there too, so that's how.
Holy cow!
That's how I connected with those guys.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Mann went to North Glen, and then I just kind of followed him because the guy at East just wasn't my cup of tea. And we'll just leave it at that. But yeah, and I thought Mann would just give me an opportunity to coach varsity, and I thought I was on a fast track. So.
Got you.
Yeah.
Hi, baby. I actually got into coaching slightly a little different. So I was working at Bardo's. I was, for any of my...
And for those of you who don't know, when we say Bardo's, we're referring to Mike Bard. And you probably know more about him than I do. But I do know that he did coach at Dallas Baptist, I think 2014 or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, didn't realize that until we actually went there with my team.
Oh, really?
And his name's like on a plaque. And we're like, is this the same guy? And Scott gives him a call, and he was like, yeah, that's me. We're like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so I was over working at Bardo's for all my former Bardo's guys. Appreciate you guys. I miss you guys. It was like a little brotherhood, bro. Like no key, like high key. It was pretty dope. But I was cleaning shit out of toilets with pieces of turf because the sewage like backed up and we had no lights. Like I was grinding, bro. I was grinding, okay. And I was like probably skimming like a client a week, maybe. It was brutal, man. But I loved it, and it was me and this other gentleman. His name was Sean Rooney. Appreciate you, dude. Miss you. I hope you're doing good things out in Washington. And the Keith Wall, who's the head coach for Valor Baseball here in Highlands Ranch.
He got me to Hastings.
Really?
Yeah, he played for the same coach that I did when I went there.
No joke.
And that's how that
kind
connection
of worked out?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. He approached me and the Sean guy, and you guys, all right, boys. This is probably like June, July maybe. I don't really know months too well, but one of those J's, the second J, whatever that is. So season's almost over. And he comes up to us and he goes, all right, boys, we have a 12U team that we are going to fire the coaches because they're so bad. You're like, okay. And they're like, honestly, the team is not the greatest. And we go, how bad? And they go, well, they haven't won a game all year.
Perfect. Perfect. That's what you want to hear.
So, all right. And we took it on, dude. We actually got that team. We almost ended up winning a tournament
Hey.
Right?
Hey.
And I remember I actually almost got into I almost didn't, but I had parents of the other team trying to fight me because they didn't understand how like rules go and stuff like that, of just like time limits. And they had like a runner that was like they had a batter that got hurt or something like that. And so if we like if we just walked this one kid, then that spot was going to come up, and then it was an out. But there was only like a minute left of game time, and we were away.
Okay.
And so I made the decision, we're going to walk this kid, finish the inning, but you guys are home. Oh, no, we were home. It was something like to where no matter what, we had to like finish it up.
Right.
So no matter what, the other team had to get a beat. Like it was going to happen the way it was like set up or something like that.
Okay.
And so I did it. And bro, I had parents trying to fight me. They're like, just let the kids play, like blah, stuff. And I finally, after all of it, after their coach tried telling them multiple times, like, hey, chill out. The umpires warned their parents, like it was bad. I finally walked over and I explained to them what I actually ended up doing, and they just sat there and go, oh. So it was pretty cool. That's how I kind of started up, and then once we finished that up, it was probably like a month later. I was approached by a gentleman named Ryan Nelson, who is what is his official title with Prime? He's not the CEO. But he's like the COO?
I think so.
Chief Operating Official?
I think so.
So I get a phone call from this gentleman and asked if I would possibly be interested in coaching a 2022. They were incoming freshmen at the time. And I said yes. Started doing my tryouts and stuff like that. Had a lot of assistance with the guys at Bardo. So I really appreciate you guys helping me kind of get started with that and get everything figured out. Started coaching that travel ball team. Then after, I think it was about a year of doing that, me and Bardo's actually decided to split ways. The season started, was playing, saw Scott Hallecky, who is a mental training guy. And a catching coach at what junior college in Chicago?
Joliet Junior College.
Joliet Junior College. He is the owner of a Performer's Mind.
A Performer's Mind.
A Performer's Mind. He's the owner there, does a great job and everything like that. He was the hitting coach with you guys at North Glen.
Yeah.
And he told me, he's like, hey man, have you ever thought about coaching high school, like at actual high school? I hadn't really thought about it too much or anything like that, but I was interested, so I asked a little bit more about it. He said that they had an infield spot. He was going to help allow me to help him with the hitting because me and him are kind of on the same page when it comes to hitting. And ever since then, man, I got linked up with Chris Mann, who's the head coach at North Glen High School, and is one of the owners here at Hit Dingers Baseball Academy.
Hitting dingers.
Hitting dingers, baby. He's one of the owners here, and I met Pat. He's the pitching coach at North Glen, and now we're here, man.
You actually met me through Scott, and Scott and I have been coaching together the last 4 years with our club team, and that's how
you two met.
Yeah. So before we were at Prime, we were at another club team, not going to mention their name just because don't want to, and there's some bad blood, I think, maybe not, I don't know, haven't talked to them since I left, but no, I got my first coaching job there, head coach, and they wanted me to have an assistant, and you know, when you're first starting out, you don't know that many people that would want to coach you or coach with you, at least not a bunch of incoming freshmen. So they give me Scott's number and we end up going to a Einstein's, I think, and
Fire.
Yeah,
Fire.
Real good. No free ads though, so Einstein, hook us up. But anyways, we started talking, and we kind of have the same mindset of what we wanted to accomplish, not only with that team, but just careers and where we wanted to go with it. And so, yeah, we started out there, and then Scott took a job at Bardo's and drugged me along with him, and he became the head coach, and then I became the assistant coach, and now that he's coaching at a college and big time in everybody. Just kidding, Scott.
Taking shots, baby.
I know.
Hey, I'll attest. He ain't talking no more, man. I'm trying to get a hold of that man for a while.
Yeah, I was actually supposed to call him yesterday. Forgot to.
Oh, so you're the one dodging.
That one's on me. But anyways, and then now I'm back to being now we're just co-head coaches. That makes it sound a little bit better. But yeah, that's how you and I met for the first time, was at Bardo's. And yeah, we've been kind of crossing paths ever since, and
now we're
here.
Now we're here, baby. Now we're doing the podcast together. So, honestly, guys, if you guys could just do us a favor, in the comments, let us know. Are you guys trying to see this like once a week, twice a week, 7 days a week? Are you guys wanting like an hour long, 2 hours? If you guys not sure, then so what? Throw us a couple of topics you guys want to hear about, and we'll try our best.
We have our own, but we realize that we probably won't answer everybody's questions, or maybe you want us to go into further detail on something that we brought up but just kind of passed over. So let us know what you guys want, and we'll be happy to do it.
Oh yeah. You good, baby?
I'm good.
I'm good. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys joining really quick. I'm actually going to pull something up. I want to see if we can do this. Let's see if we can do this.
What are you pulling up right now?
This podcast, let's see here. Can't see that far. Where are my glasses? I can't see without my glasses. Brought to you by our sponsors. Thank you guys for joining, so I can run ads.
Oh.
Thank you guys so much for watching that RBI baseball video. Again, I'm Coach Connor. To my right is where I have all of my information. If you want to get in contact with me, I do lessons, one-on-one, group classes for hitting and infield. If you guys would like more information, check out any of my other social medias. Feel free to reach out. Guys, go ahead, comment down below. Try to let me know you guys watched the entire video. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Go hit some tanks.